I'm on Prior's Haven, which is this beautiful little beach in Tynemouth, and it's kind of a hidden gem of Tynemouth in a way, because obviously most people are attracted to the Long Sands and King Edward's, and those two beaches became famous after travel became much more of a possibility for people, so people could easily get from Newcastle to the coast, and there was a lovely seaside line along the coast, and so the Long Sands became the #1 beach of Tynemouth, and it is one of the best beaches in the country. But before that, the Haven was the #1 place for people who could travel, which wasn't everyone. The Haven was the #1 place, and it was the Linklater and Fry families who were at the centre of commercialising this beach and bringing bathers here. And a bit later on, if we look at the Haven here, it's such a pretty little place. There was 2 main ferry landings here, like pretty much, you know, just before the railways really took off. There was 2 important ferry landings here, one at the pier there, and another one called Rogerson's Jetty that ran from Freestone Point there, and it ran right out into the bay there. And those were this was a bustling beach full of bathers, and there was bathing boats, bathing machines, so the Victorian people, they could preserve their modesty and get undressed and no one could see them in these like wooden huts that were pulled by donkeys and in covered boats. So it was a bustling beach, and this was the entry point for people to Tynemouth. So people would come from Newcastle on the boats down the river and from South Shields and other places, and they would land here and then into Tynemouth from the south side like this. So it's a beautiful place. I love this beach. It's my favourite place in the world. Over there you've got the first lifeboat house right here, and there was a very famous saltwater baths on that bit of green land there. Those were the saltwater baths with hot and cold salt water, so people could bathe there, and that was supposed to had health-giving properties. And the other point about this place, the Haven, is a lot of people don't know this, but thousands of years ago, many thousands of years ago, at the end of the last ice age, this was actually the northern channel of the River Tyne. So the Tyne was a bit of a delta. It had a southern channel which made South Shields Low an island in itself, and actually this Spanish Battery area here, this headland here to the south of Tynemouth, this was an island too. And Penball Crag here, you've got the priory up here, that was almost an island itself. So the north channel of the Tyne actually ran through onto this beach, and you've still got a bit of a dean there and a bit of a gully that the river long ago originally ran through.